Well, hello again, everyone. I have decided that it is long since time we had a bed. And in order to rectify that situation, we need to go collect our sheep. But before we do that, we had best make them an enclosure. A little pasture they can call their very own. So as you see, I have used all the wood we had to make fences, to make not nearly enough fences, it looks like we are going to have to cut down some more trees before we can actually truly enclose our sheep. Yep, but I knew that anyway because I did not have enough leftover wood for, well, for anything. Literally last piece of wood right there is that log. So we will also need more wood to make a fence gate to enclose the sheep. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying, Lethean, you said you needed jute for that. Well, that's not entirely true. Jute would have made the trip very nice. They would have been on a short leash where they could have followed along behind me and happily made their way home. We have another alternative, though, and that is luring them with grains of wheat. Much like in vanilla, animals will follow you if you are holding an item which will make them breed. Sheep are bred with, I am not going towards the sheep. Somehow I'd gotten it into my mind that they were there, but in fact they are over this way, as you can see by the clearly labeled sheep waypoint. Sorry, got sidetracked. Looking back through a few of my videos, it seems I quite frequently get sidetracked in the middle of a sentence. I apologize for that. I am really like that day to day. My family feels your pain. But, back to the point. Animals will follow the food that you can use to initiate their breeding. Grains. And so I have, right now, in my hand, some wheat grains. Oh, and we're going to collect these strawberry bushes. Delicious. Yes, so we will go over to the sheep that we've seen. Hope, beyond hope, that they are still alive. And we will lead them back to our home. That's cassiterite, right? Yeah. I would really like to find, oh, there's copper. Sphalerite. Sphalerite is, oh, you know what? I should have my prospector's pick out, now that we've got one. Dark chunks, which I believe is fixed in some of the 1.8 snapshots, which is great, except, of course, TerraFirmaCraft is still in 1.6. Someday I will get to play a version that does not have those random dark spots that mobs can spawn in. And I will be happy for it. I am collecting the strawberries, I see, because, well, primarily because I want to have some extra backup food. These meals, these terrible quality meals, they really do not provide much nutrition. Yeah, I've got one more. And after that, it is whatever I can scrounge until I get home to make some more. So, for the time being, if I see anything edible, I will pick it up. Ugh. I've been basically ignoring all these fruit trees that grow everywhere. I mean, you've seen me. I've picked up the saplings from one of them once. Ooh, cherry. I should really be more consistent and pick up saplings from each of them, because you never know which fruit it's going to be, and you never know which fruit is going to turn out to be the most delicious on this world. As I've said previously, how delicious food is world seed based. Currently, I've read there are plans to change that in future releases of the mod. And of course, climbed all the way up this hill, only to see that it is a horrible cliff that does not bring me where I want to go. So will Billy go down? Now I'm a little worried in that I don't see the sheep. I'm also slightly worried that it seems to be getting dark, because I make literally the best choices. Wow. Okay, we are going to see how far we get. There is one sheep. There's another up the hill I just saw. Follow me. You too. Oh, see, this guy. This is going to be excruciating. The follow mechanic has always been horrible. They get stuck on just about anything, and if you get more than a few paces away from them, they just stop following you. That's why I really wanted Jute for this. And now it's nighttime. And we're up on a flipping cliff. Okay. I am going to do the wise thing and leave them for now, so that mobs do not kill them while I am standing next to them, because the mobs are aiming towards me. I'm going to hope that no wolves randomly spawn next to the sheep. It also appears I'm going to hope that I can survive the night running this random direction. Does not actually appear like very likely hope to come true, given how many mobs are all over the place. But I figure while we're out here, we should check the surrounding regions for stone that we might use for flux. If you recall, we are looking for stones that can be used for flux so that we can weld together some of our copper ingots. This will allow us to make an anvil, which is what we need to continue upgrading to the later tiers of TerraFirmaCraft metallurgy. Oh, ooh, spider. So, forgive the stuttering, please. We are generating new chunks, which is always exciting, if a bit laggy. Oh, really? Oh, goodness. Yep, a confederation of skeletons, right by a pit. What I can say is that I didn't fall down the pit. So I've got that going for me. Okay. Out in the middle of the water here, we're actually relatively safe. None of the mobs can swim as well as we can. And they don't spawn out in the water. So unless we run across a freakishly carnivorous squid, we should be good. Those mountains look interesting. Why don't we head over that way? Well, despite my near misses with some skeletons, I'm betting that watching me run around in the dark for the umpteenth time is not exceptionally interesting. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But in the interest of keeping things peppy for you, I'll cut here and come back if I come across anything, or take another stab at those sheep. Take two. Come along, sheep. At least this time, thus far, they have been following slightly better. Okay. Yep, come on over this way. Now, mobs in TerraFirmaCraft, for some reason, have absolutely horrible pathing in water. So you have to be careful of that. Oh, oh, come on. Come on, sheep. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Whew. Let's go over here then. Looks like there's some sort of underwater current there. Don't really want that happening again. Okay. We'll go up this way, guys. Come on. Yep. Here we go. Now, if we run across a wolf, I am going to have almost no time at all to kill it with my axe and really hope there isn't another pack of them nearby, because of course they will all go hostile and attack me when I do that. Okay. This is going okay so far. You will notice, unlike my normal manic billy goat climb over mountains, I am attempting at least to take a slightly easier route. Come along, little sheep. You have to jump. You have to jump. Oh, really? How convenient. Of course. Well, we're getting them closer, at least. Even if I have to leave them for a little while, theoretically, it will be easier next time getting them all the way back. Ooh, I heard a chicken clucking, though it's possible that the pheasants also make that sound. It would be nice to get a real chicken. They can produce eggs, which are actually one of the slowest decaying foods in the game. Which is actually, okay, so if you are an American, you would not think that. In America, we wash all of our eggs before we sell them. This is to prevent infections of salmonella primarily. But when you do that, you actually wash away some of the, for lack of a better term, helpful bacteria on the egg surface that prevent rot from occurring. And so the eggs rot faster. In Europe, I believe, or at least some places in Europe, you actually can't sell eggs that have been washed because it so drastically reduces their shelf life. So, in Europe, uncooked, unwashed eggs will last a really long time. So anyway, that's realistic. Come along, sheepy. You're very close to your new home. Now, for the time being, I guess what I'll do, now that they're in here, first of all, I will breed them, because we have a male and a female. Second, well, actually, I'm going to go run and fell a tree, because there's really, like, little chance that they're not going to escape if I don't do this. Oh, of course. But It's now not only raining, but getting dark enough for mobs to spawn easily. We're gonna get one chance at this. I maybe have to start breaking my rule. Felling trees much closer to home. Because this is hair-raising. Needing a tree, but needing to go so far to get one. Although I suppose the other solution is to make a tree farm, which is certainly something I want to do eventually. Ah, delicious logs. The furnace of industry burns through them so quickly. Okay. Now to make use of these logs, we'll need our saw. And that is in our house here. So, we will cut 2 of them into planks for now. And then, I think 24 fences will probably do. But we will also need a gate. To make a gate, what do we do? Nope, not this. And you can see my not enough items is up because I was looking up how to make a gate. Okay, we need the planks. So we will cut 1 more. There we go. Oh, and we get 2 gates. Excellent. And, okay. Good. It appears they are both within the fence. And the fence is now complete. Hooray! We will put another gate probably over here. And then run inside our house before a creeper sneaks up on us. Or some other equally unfortunate event. And I'm gonna play the inventory management game. It really, maybe literally is one of my favorite parts of the game, but is incredibly uninteresting to watch. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, it looks like we have a visitor. Hi. I don't want to be rude to our visitor. It wouldn't do not to acknowledge him. He's a shy fellow, though. Oh. What do you think my chances are? Oh, you know what I have to do before I take any such chance? Ensure that that is safe. Don't want to lose any metal if I can avoid it. Okay, I can always run here, which is too high. if I can make it that far. Let's see, I want to make another axe in case it takes more than one in this battle. Okay. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't actually invite you in here. Okay, it's raining outside. He will be back shortly. Let's book it over here. Oh, see, now I'm scared. He's angry. He's missing. Oh, I figured it out. I think actually when Endermen take environmental damage, they stop being aggressive to any players they're aggroed on. I think I remember that being the case, which would mean he teleported outside. Took a little bit of water damage from the rain, and forgot all about us. I suppose the priority is, like, correct. You're gonna forget about the guy who took a couple swings at you if you are standing in an atmosphere that literally hurts you. The rain is done. Let's see. That was, I guess, a little anticlimactic. I was hoping I'd get an ender pearl. Not that they have any particular use. I think I want to test something. I've noticed that this pick has a slab mode. What I don't know is if that works on grass. It does not. That's too bad. I would have liked to be able to smooth out the terrain outside so that I could run up and down it easily. But it appears everything will remain hop, skip, and jump away. So, there are a couple things I actually neglected to tell you about these animals. First of all, let's clean out their pasture a little bit. They don't need those rocks. Now, what you might have noticed is that even though I have fed them grain, and they showed the hearts and bumped into each other, you don't actually see another sheep here. The reason for that is that mobs, or domestic animals that is, in TerraFirmaCraft, have gestational periods. That is, they get pregnant. This is a female pregnant sheep. You can see that information in my chat log when I click on her. And this is a male sheep. So they did breed, but I just don't have a little lammy running around just yet. We will need to wait for mommy to give birth. In the meantime, might do to light up their pasture a little bit. Might do to light up a lot more of the area around here, actually. We still haven't found any flux, so our anvil's useless. But we can make use of our forge for the first time ever, which is kind of exciting. If we add charcoal to the forge, you can see it fills up these slots. Then we only have to light it. And hooray! This middle slot of charcoal gets burned first every time, and the others slide down to fill it. So, what we can do is make loads of torches all at the same time using the forge. You'll remember that in the campfire we had to do every stick individually. It took forever. In this, 5 at a time, which is pretty great. Does it more quickly because it gets hotter. And yeah, it's just an overall superior a superior tool, a superior device. And we can leave it at that. You saw that took 2 pieces of charcoal. We got 60 torches. We make the charcoal out of... I wish that these fire starters could go on tool racks. But we make the charcoal out of wood. We were using wood in the campfire anyway, so it's really quite good. Just a direct upgrade in every way. Oh, and one of our trees is growing a little bit. Looks like it's already bearing fruit, even. So I'm going to put some lights around here. Let's see, about center. And then, even with that. And then, just about center. And even with that. There we go. Lights on the pasture. I can take this one. I think I will eventually add many more flowers here. For the time being, they can keep the one yellow flower. As befits the hill sheep that I got. They're all on the edge here. Just makes me glad fences are actually effective. Oh. We have some floating flowers here because of a cave-in. That's cool. Clean that up a little bit before the game, I don't know, decides that it doesn't like such blasphemies. Ah, and I was thinking, well, okay. So the other thing we want to do, well, the other thing I want to do is see what that is on top of my house over there. That is a skeleton that fell in our chimney, but has a hat, and as such is not burning. Okay, skeletons, as you can see, well, maybe. Oof, that's painful. Take reduced damage from slashing weapons. There are different damage types in TerraFirmaCraft. They take extra damage, though, from bashing weapons, such as hammers. Crushing weapons. Apologies. Okay. I just want to avoid being hit by arrows as much as possible. Oof. Because a lucky hit could really probably take me out. Let's see. If I put that there, can I still hit him? No. Great. Ah. But if I put it here, and he still managed to get me. Wow. Darn. I did not really expect that to happen like that. I thought I was safe. And what adds insult to injury is that they incorrectly say I was killed by a cactus. Look, walked into a cactus. Well, that is absurd. And just awful. But at least, oh, come on. And he despawned because I was too far away. That is a cheap blow, TerraFirmaCraft. A cheap blow. That is something we will need to rectify, though. Tiny crafting grid. Okay. Axe. Well, okay. I think, as anticlimactic as that is, it's probably about the wrapping up point for this episode. Hate to say it. Between this episode and next, I'll clean up my mess here. I will also raise these one block so that mobs don't get caught in there. Though it is amusing. Anyway, see you next time.